Hello, my beloved soul. Welcome back for another episode with me, Joy Andy, the author of this book, Our Real Identity. Please watch my previous videos on the same book. I've read out a few more topics already before watching this, if you haven't already. And today's topic is so important, and it's based on the Bhagavad Gita, where there are several shlokas or verses that are mentioned in it, which explains our real identity directly from Godhead, Lord Krishna. So today's topic is attributes of the soul. The dominance of our mind makes us believe that it is in control of all the events in our lives. Because there seems to be constant thinking and therefore chatter in the mind, we believe that the mind is what is in control of ourselves and lives. Sometimes we believe that the education we receive determines the level of our mind's intelligence, but these are not the cases. Soul is man's real self. The ignorance of this fact is the root cause of all of man's problems on earth. The identification of the self with the non-self. Soul is what rules man's existence. It is not part of the mind or the body. It is independent and also dependent. It seems to exist in a man as the vital force that makes all our bodily functions work, yet it exists outside of man too, in everyone else and in everything around us. It is said that life is only soul. This mortal creation of ours, this world and the entire universe, are all one big spiritual escapade, not separate from each other, connected and contained within soul. Lord Krishna, in the Hindu holy book known as the Bhagavad Gita, continues to explain the difference between the body and the soul to Arjuna as follows. O Arjuna, only the body can be destroyed, but the soul is indestructible, permanent, and immortal. Therefore, Arjuna, pick up your weapons and fight. O Arjuna, he who thinks the soul as a killer and he who thinks that the soul can be killed is ignorant, because the soul can never be killed, nor can it kill anyone or anything. Dear Arjuna, the soul, or Atman, can neither be born nor can it die. It is forever immortal, eternal, and ancient. The soul in a body does not die when the body itself perishes and ceases to exist. The soul always lives on. Arjuna, he who knows the soul to be eternal, indestructible, permanent, unborn, and endless, that person can neither kill nor be killed. The Lord now uses some humanly analogy to make these concepts about the soul even clearer to Arjuna, or to us as mankind. Just as a person gets rid of old clothing and replaces the old clothing for new ones, similarly does the soul changes an old body for a new one, when the old body is worn out and stops functioning. The soul cannot be cut by weapons, burnt by fire, absorbed by air, nor can water wet the soul. The soul is eternal, everlasting. It cannot be destroyed, broken, or burnt. It cannot become wet or become dried. The soul is the most stable thing in the universe. It is immovable and present throughout the universe. The soul cannot be seen, thought of, nor changed by any means. With this in mind, dear Arjuna, one should never grieve. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verses 18 to 25. These verses that came directly from the divine lips of Godhead are further reflected throughout most of the ancient Hindu scriptures. They all lead to the same point. The following verse is from the great Sri Adi Shankaracharya's Vivekachudamani, the crest jewel of discrimination. Thou, O Great One, knowing this pure state of thine own self, which is the consolidation of blissfulness, wash off the attachments that are the creations of the mind. Be conscious, be free, and be successful. That's the end of that topic. So I think this article here does not need much further explanation, because it really, through the slokas or verses of the Bhagavad Gita, it explains to us what is our real identity as the soul. It was never born and it can never die. So Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita advises to Arjuna, if you can learn about the Bhagavad Gita from other genuine sages. It was at the Kurukshetra battle that Arjuna did not want to fight the battle because he had to kill his relatives and his cousins, and he was consumed by grief. So this is a battle between Dharma and Adharma. I mean, what is dharmic and what is not dharmic. So Lord Krishna told Arjuna that he has to serve his purpose as a warrior, and he has got to do his duty. But I'm not teaching the Bhagavad Gita here. I'm just explaining what the soul is from the Bhagavad Gita. So basically, when we grieve over someone's death, Lord Krishna is saying there is no point in grieving over anyone's death, because the knower of the soul has no reason to grieve, because no one really dies. Because we, human beings, as the soul, we were never born, and so how can we die? How can something die when it never took birth? That is the argument here. So when we understand that we are the soul, that we are so immense, that we are so powerful, we can live a life free of fear, and we can be invincible in our daily lives, be powerful to achieve anything that we put our minds to. We feel limited when we believe that we are the body and mind. All the hassles, all the pain, all the sorrows that we harbor in our hearts and minds are not really happening to us. Because as this chapter says, the soul cannot be touched by anything, not by fire, not by knives, not by wind, not by water. Nothing can touch the soul. And that soul is you. That soul is me. So when we have all these issues happening to us on a daily basis, remember that actually nothing, absolutely nothing can touch you. Absolutely nothing is happening to you as the soul. I hope this chapter, this article was liberating for you. And if you're enjoying this reading, if the knowledge is resonating with you, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to continue reading more from my books. If you'd like to read and download this book as an ebook, please go to my website, which is www.joinandy.co/ebooks. Please help me like and subscribe to this channel, and also please share it so that other people can be liberated with this knowledge, which I'll really, really appreciate. So I'll leave you here, and I hope to see you in my next episode, where we're going to talk about we are not our illnesses. That is another very, very important topic to listen and to gain some knowledge on. Because when we think we are the illness, how can we be the illness when we are not even the body? So, watch out. Please join me for the next episode, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much, my dear soul, for spending some time with me. Take care. Bye bye.